Hi, I'm Tash.
And I'm Alex.
And we are definitely in France.
By mistake this week.
Yeah, because I'm trying to look for a car for my son who passed his test.
As am I. For
yeah,
my son, not his
yeah,
son.
no, you can do.
Yeah.
And it's just a different experience trying to buy a car here because one, they're all more expensive than they would be in the UK.
Yeah.
Two, the salesmen or women aren't as proactive, shall we say. Normally in the UK, you'd have them rugby tackling you to the ground and you wouldn't be getting out there without a car. Here it's like, buy a car, don't buy a car.
I'm having a coffee on your bike.
Yeah. Like
so
today.
A mare.
Mare, yeah. So anyone who's not a native British speaker, where I come from and probably other parts of the country, when you're having a bad day, or you can say I'm having a mare.
A nightmare.
Yeah, MARE.
Yeah.
And because this is too early to see because it's a bit chilly out there.
Sunny, but it's chilly.
Yeah, it's chilly and it's March. So yes, things to look out for when you're trying to buy a car in France.
Is trying to find a garage in the first place that's actually selling second-hand cars is quite difficult.
Yeah.
You have to go to a major town.
Yeah, you have to make sure that, they should do it in the garage anyway, but you have to have a control technique, which is like your MOT. And the bizarre thing is, the control technique lasts for 2 years, but everyone has to sell the car within 6 months of that 2 year.
Yeah, it's got to have at least 18 months on it, basically.
Oh yeah, well, actually it sounds a bit better. Explain it a bit better.
Like that, but yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
so I suppose with a garage, you do have a bit more security than you would an English garage, I feel.
Yeah.
Because when I've just spoken to this chap, he said, well, I can't sell it with because I was checking the tread. I was making out like I knew what I was doing.
Tires.
Yeah. And I was like, I saw a bit of rust, like, you know, the bit where you look through the tirey bit, and he said, oh, that's because the car has been sitting there, and apparently that's true. But I was like, there's a bit of rust. So
looking through the bit with the tirey bit.
Well, you got the wheel and then
arch.
you've got the bits. Is it the rim? The thing that you can like see a bit of the disc frame.
Oh, you're looking at the wheel. Oh, right.
What's it called?
Yeah. I don't know, the wheel.
They can see me coming.
Yeah.
So inside that bit, so I think it's the disc brakey type thing. The circular thing was a bit rusty, but he said that's because it's been sitting there. The back of the wing mirror had come off. So yeah, sounds right. We're actually going to go and buy it later. It's a tie. I can't talk today.
Hyundai.
No, it's not.
Isn't
that
it?
one's sold.
Oh, okay.
That's another thing. I'm going to just quickly flip now, and we're looking at a Toyota Yaris. However, there was a Hyundai yesterday at the garage for 8,000. Now the budget was 7,000. And he phoned me to say it was being sold, and I said, "Oh, what else have you got for 7,000?" And he said, "But the car was for 8,000." And I said, "Well, yeah, you'd knock something off, wouldn't you?" He went, "No, the price is the price." So that's the major difference here. You'll be lucky if they take off 20 quid for you, and you'll be doing well, really.
Yeah. You can buy. Obviously, you can buy from individuals, but if you're not,
but even then, they are pretty agreed. It's like when you go to Vide Grenier. If you say, "I want 3 quid off that book," that's 10 quid or 50, they look at you like with absolute horror.
Until at the end of the day they'll do it, but
even then, I mean, and then
take own and let you have it.
Playmobil, I mean, the price of Playmobil out here is shocking, isn't it? Anyway,
yeah, it's a collector's thing here, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I know, but anyway, like they don't. There's no real bartering that goes on at excuse me.
Going again.
Okay, good. Oh yeah.
I can edit that. Right.
So anyhow, and then he said, "Oh, I've got it." And I said, "Well, what did you sell it for then?" And he said 8,000. I thought, "Yeah, did you know?" But now I'm thinking he probably did. So I've got a newer car, and we managed to get off 400. And like, see, when you go to UK garage, you think, "Oh, the price is 12k. You get it for 10, or you'll get
a good trade.
You'll get a grand, a couple of grand off. Like they expect that. But here it's like the price is the price of the car. So yeah, I mean, keep your fingers crossed that I might get some money off. So yeah, that's the major difference, is that a British salesman as soon as you're on that forecourt, they're running out to you. But today only 2 came out, and they were proper like sort of individual dealers. But if you go to actually the Volkswagen, we went there just for a laugh.
Oh, did you?
I actually pretended I had a bigger budget because you probably would have laughed about the forecourt saying there was a tiny little car for 8,000. It looked like a Sam Permy car.
Was that not?
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing for
My
you.
friend's got one of those.
Really, they do look cute, but he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then really, and then next door was an Audi garage. But anyhow, so the Peugeot one, because obviously there's lots of them kicking around. They were just like having coffee. They were just like, yeah, buy a Peugeot, don't buy a Peugeot, I don't care. So what are your experiences? Because you've bought cars.
Yeah, I've been quite lucky. I've bought privately. So I bought my Mondeo, which was a while ago
Mondeo,
now. Yeah. Well, I bought a Twingo off of somebody. My first got here and hand painted it. That was
hand painted it.
hand painted.
What did you paint?
I stuck soldiers,
glad I didn't know
soldiers and farm animals on
I'll be
top of
like,
it.
no, you ain't my friend. You put farm animals on it.
Yeah, it was stuck on the top of it.
You had no shame in
And
that.
sometimes I'd sit in the car and somebody would be trying to pick one off the top of it.
Really?
Little shits. So yes, anyway, that went.
Okay, good.
Then I had a Mondeo and playing with my feet.
Well, anyway, let's get back to buying a car in France. You won't get money off, right? So, well, you might do, but don't be surprised. Don't go in there thinking, oh, I've got a budget of 7, I'll get it for 5, because it's just like, it's just never.
If you've got a budget of 5, you'll pay 5.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to add 250 on top of that when you go in to do the cart grease, which is your so they'll whack that on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think
it's high for children, but then it's high all over the world.
Yeah, I think it's lower here, and I just think with a garage in the UK, I think there's more dodgy kind of dealings. Is like
your guarantee here is much better because they have to. They've got so much. You can go back to them so many times if there's a problem. It's like anything here. If building any work that's done here,
some sort of recourse, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what.
So that's the good thing. Where with a UK garage, we got a pickup truck from a UK garage, brought it back, and the engine failed within 3 months of. You had to have a complete engine rebuild. So. There is that. So, but they're more expensive. They've got more kilometres on it because everyone's doing more mileage.
Yeah.
So, before it used to be cheaper to go back to the UK, get your car, bring it over, pay 500 quid on average to get it all put on, but now you've got all the taxes with Brexit. It's thousands now. So the difference, and actually it's probably better to have the left-hand drive car because you can overtake, can't you?
Yeah, and getting into a car park when you're on the wrong side is that nuisance.
Yeah, and also when you've got to pay for like the car. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
I thought you meant just parking up, and I was like,
when you go to barriers. I'm always on the wrong side.
Oh yeah.
But when you go to the UK, you're on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, so have you got anything else to add?
No, not really. I just think that that it's always a good idea in any country to take someone who knows what they're talking about when you're buying a car.
I didn't today. I'm just winging it.
Yeah, and first I didn't when I bought my car. I absolutely went on the looks of my car.
Yeah, the car that I looked at for my son, I just thought, I can see him in that.
Yeah, I'm always like that.
And I
good price.
But now it's going to be horrendous because I've got to pay for his petrol and his insurance and everything else. However, I won't be in the car for as long, so that will be good. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And he'll start doing chores around the house to pay for that.
Like, never.
Get a summer job.
Yeah, he's got to get a summer job now to pay for all these bills and stuff. He's got to start contributing now, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, get him on the payroll of the house. So.
Yeah, he's a big boy now.
Yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe because we'd like to get up to 20 by the week's out. Yeah, and we want to go viral. No, we don't actually, do we?
Don't know what.
Don't want to go viral, do we? No one needs to see us today.
No.
Anyway, have a good day, bonne journée, and à plus.
Oui, à tout à l'heure.